349-2628, and Jim's number is 707-490-5480, and you can call us, either one of us, at any time. So with that, I'd like to open it up for some brief question and answers. I'd like to keep it short, because I think a lot of your questions can be answered in the information that's gathered over at the tables. So we'll start right over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I understand. And actually, we're attending a meeting tomorrow morning at 11. CAL FIRE still has work to do over there, making sure that it's safe for everybody. And they're actually making the call. I get it. And believe me, we want to help you. It's just like the gentleman that had the problem with the trailer. We want to help you. We want to take care of it. But a lot of these questions I don't have the answers to, because I don't know when CAL FIRE will open it. A lot of what's going on up on Cobb has to do with the work that's going on with PG&E, Caltrans, other utilities, and what it amounts to is we can let everybody in right now, and then it would take weeks and months to get it done, trying to work around everybody, or we can wait a couple more days and let them finish their work and then get in. I understand the frustration, and we're doing everything we can to convince them to move the roadblocks. I've been working for the last week, and got areas opened up that weren't even close to being affected, but they were within an area that was a convenient roadblock for Highway Patrol and CAL FIRE, and we were able to convince them to move them. So we'll continue to do that, but it should be within a few days. Yes, sir.
This definition of a private non-profit corporation, does that include like religious organizations?
For SBA?
Yes.
Religious organizations? Sushil?
The definition of a private nonprofit would be anyone that's deemed non-essential by FEMA, so that would technically qualify.
So when I've tried to register a religious organization as an owner of property under people, they don't seem to know what to do with it. I think there's a training issue.
Can we take that on the side? Absolutely. Thank you.
And I'll try to repeat the questions too, so we don't have that issue. Yes, sir, right here.
Does anybody know when the internet, specifically Mediacom, might be back up here in the community?
Internet for Mediacom. I didn't invite. I should have got him here. I don't have an answer to that.
My Mediacom has worked since we've been home
if somebody
Sunday.
does have an answer to that, if you could come up.
They're working. I get emails from them on the daily basis.
Okay, go ahead.
They're working as fast as they can.
Is
I've had internet
going to be spreading DSL
in Hidden Valley.
farther than they have?
I have internet, so they're definitely out there doing something.
Yeah. That's not a plan right now. It's not a plan right now. Yes, ma'am.
Is there going to be any assistance available anytime soon for erosion control measures?
Assistance available for erosion control measures. Who's doing erosion control? Rick? What particular area?
Middletown, like wattles and seeds.
I think so. I mean, we're very mindful of what the weather's going to be doing, and I think that's one of the things that I've been talking with them, of what their concerns have been, that they want to get the cleanup done and the erosion control taken care of. But a lot of the areas that need erosion control aren't necessarily a building site, so yeah, I'm sure that would happen. In fact, I know for a fact they're using a lot of the trees that they're cutting down, and they're chipping that and using that for erosion control right now in some of the hills that belong there. Yeah, Monica. Farm Bureau is offering erosion control, and their number is 263-0911. Is that right? 0911. Yes, ma'am.
Impact fees and building permits, are they going to be waived if your house is a total loss?
Rick, well, that's a good question. The question is, are building permits and fees going to be waived? What's going to happen is going to be at different stages. If you have insurance, your insurance will pay for it. Right? If you don't have insurance, we have other assistance available for that. A landowner is not going to be responsible for their permit fees if they don't have insurance.
Are they going to be current fees?
I'm sorry, what?
Will they be the current fees then, or will they be the year we were finaled? Or?
Will they be the current fees?
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
there's difference.
Yes. Yeah, and the reason is that's what funds our building department. That's what funds that. You're not going to have to pay that.
Right.
Either insurance will, or there'll be other assistance. Correct?
That's what we're trying to set up.
Yeah, we're working on that policy right now. Patsy.
We were told that when our
sewer for South Lake, the special districts, they're gonna cap us, but when they rehook us, whenever, they're gonna charge us to rehook us up. Same kind of deal?
Same kind of deal. Yes. The question was about the sewer that's going to be capped and then hooked back up. Mark, am I speaking to that right? That's the same kind of deal. Yes.
Is that an insurance?
Yes, insurance. Insurance will pay for it if you. Yeah, insurance will pay for it if you have insurance. If you don't have insurance, there will be other assistance. Back here, sir.
Yes, why was there no reverse 911 call while the fire was going on?
There was. The problem is a lot of your phone lines were burned up before that went out.
My phone line was still working at 8:30.
Okay, that's a sheriff's office question, but I do know I've heard him answer that question a few times, and that reverse 911 did go out. There were some glitches in it because of the damage that was done so fast.
Do you know what time it went out?
I don't. Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
They are going to have new more staffing for the building department.
Absolutely. Yes.
When is that going to happen?
Rick.
We're still working on the details. We are looking at contracting with an outside firm that provides building and plan review services. We have to gauge that with the workload and with all the damage that has to be cleaned up before work can start. We think it's going to be a couple of months still, but we will be prepared. Yeah, so that was for this week because all 14 of my staff have been working nonstop on records and everything else that we needed to get to CAL FIRE. As I posted on our website, that will end Monday, the 28th.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that too. You know, there are some up here that are county employees, some of our sheriff's office employees, firefighters. These people, I'm finding out daily, folks that have been working through this whole entire process, not doing their regular jobs, and so a lot of that's been falling behind, but they've been working at the Emergency Operations Center, they worked on evacuations, they're working on helping us trying to find housing for people, and it turns out that they too lost their homes. So the loss is so widespread and so broad with everybody that we're doing the best we can right now, but we're creating these policies and procedures to make sure that when we do start within days, that's what we're working on, within days. It's not gonna be weeks or months. I'm gonna take a couple questions over here if there are any. No? Okay, we'll go back over here. Yes, sir, up here on the top.
Can you explain what happened with our water systems and why we ended up with no water?
Your water system? I'm not sure where your water system is. The one in town? Right here in Middletown?
Why the firefighters told us they didn't have access to water in Middletown that night?
I don't know. I don't know the details of that. We can find that out, but I honestly don't know. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to know if the county development department is going to be open to building styles that are more resilient to fire, non-traditional building styles such as quad.
They'll be open to building styles. You mean architecture?
Yeah, like if you create a quad that it's a land application that is really fire resilient and it helps.
Okay, the question is, are we going to be open to different styles of building?
Okay, so yeah, the county zoning code is rather flexible when it comes to architectural design. The issue for any non-traditional construction is that it needs to be designed by an engineer, still need to meet California Energy Code, the current fire codes. If you can meet all those requirements, then in most cases, yes, you can do those alternative designs. A little more difficult in a situation like Hidden Valley where there's CC&Rs, but when you get outside of that, a lot of flexibility.
Yes, Mr. Schnabel, just one more question, sure.
For homes that were built after 1980, what are the sources of heavy metals and asbestos that you're worried about?
We're going to talk. Todd, come up and answer that here in just a second. Back here.
The question was, what's the source of heavy metals before 1980? Was that
After.
After. I apologize. I was talking with contractors. I need to get as many of them as I can. After 1980, they're still flashing. Right now, my house is built. It has a metal flashing up top that's pure lead. You have zinc. You have copper. These are all arsenic. These are all building materials that once you burn down, depending upon how the house was created, you have that copper arsenic treated wood. All that burns down and makes an ash. There's where the metal is. Are 1980 homes better than yes. But if you take samples of that stuff, you still have heavy metals. So please keep kids out of those lots. Wear respiratory protection. Does that help? I would not play next to a lot that burned down, yes. That would be my recommendation for kids. We're going to start watering those lots within the next week.